Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Yo, you already know what time it is. Your boy Menace back, InternetSmarks, here for my NXT 205 live review. I'm fresh off work. Got in, decided I might as well jump on and just get this review through, recap, review, whatever you want to call it. This week it was pretty much storyline based stuff. Like they were just building up stories for what's gonna be coming up with the pay-per-view. We starting to see which matches are gonna get put in, added on pretty much. We had contract signings. We had the story with crazy ass girlfriend over there on 205 Live with Noam Dar and Cedric and all of that. So I'm just going to start with NXT, go over to 205 Live. We're going to run through it. Really wasn't that much because, like I said, most of it was just story-based on what's going to be coming up for the pay-per-view. I'm hyped for this takeover. Of course, they got a whole lineup of crazy matches from what we see. NXT never really fails when it comes to putting on good matches for the pay-per-views, for the takeovers. So this is looking like another one. They started last night with Nikki Cross, crazy-ass Nikki Cross, and a poor little jobber named Kennedy Lewis. Really nothing to say about it. Exactly what we expect to happen is what happened. Nikki Cross just beat the hell out of her. Moving on. She won by pinfall, if anybody wants to know. They followed that up with a Roderick Strong against Jay Cutler, the jobber. I've seen Jay Cutler a couple times live and pretty much feel like he's going to be stuck in that jobber position. And it's not like he's that bad because he's really not a bad wrestler. He just sucks with like really pushing. Like he tries too hard. That's only from me seeing him in person. Every time I've seen him, it's just too much. It's like he tries too hard. But yeah, he had a match. Roderick Strong pretty much dominated the majority of the match. Roderick ended up winning by pinfall. Moving on. You had the segment. Like I'm looking through the matches. I didn't even realize it was only 3 matches, but there was 2 more segments. So there's a segment with Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, pretty much saying he doesn't know where he's going to go from here. You know, you hear the crowd yelling Royal Rumble number 10. Never know if he comes up. But Sanity comes out and pretending like they were trying to recruit Ty Dillinger. In the middle of it happening, Big Damo comes down and hits Ty with what I pretty much call the copy of the One-Winged Angel. That's what it is. It's a big guy that did the One-Winged Angel. I really don't know what he's going to name it, but he pretty much finishes with Omega's move. I thought it was a shot, but I guess it's a normal thing, but whatever. So Damo ends up joining Sanity, and now Sanity is back to being 4 members again, and we'll see what happens with them next. I was really hoping it was just going to be a EY push, but it did lead into, I guess, a match with EY and Ty at the pay-per-view. The last match was the TM61 against the Revival. This one I found kind of awkward because the majority of the match, Revival was running it. And then, I don't know, TM61 pulls off the upset. But what I will say is that this just looks like the normal situation where the team that's about to move up is just pulling over, you know, the talent that's going to stay on NXT. So here goes Revival taking a loss. It might be that time. Revival might be going up to the main roster. We don't know. The final segment was the contract signing with Bobby Roode and Nakamura. The majority of the segment was Roode talking, you know, pretty much selling the fight. I'm excited for this one. Glorious, strong style. You can't go wrong. Nakamura's talking better. He did talk a little bit. The best part was at the end when he told them that he did the pretty much glory. He said the match is going to be glorious and did it to Roode. And Roode was like, don't do it. But he ended up doing it anyway. So I'm definitely looking forward to that match. I actually don't. I'm going to go with Nakamura winning it because I don't see him giving up the belt this soon after getting it. And King of Strong Style, I don't see him losing it that easily. But yeah, that was it for NXT. So moving on to 205 Live. They started off with the Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander story again. You had crazy Alicia Fox come out there with Cedric. Like, she followed Cedric out to the ring. Cedric pretty much told her to go back, get away from him. Noam Dar came out, you know, trying to hold her down. She was going crazy, pretty much saying that she made Cedric and he's a nobody. He's a rookie. and she dares him to find something hotter than her. She's hot chocolate, talking a whole bunch of craziness, which is pretty much what we expect out of folks. Noam Dar pretty much distracted Cedric and helping Gulak. I mean, sorry, I didn't even say who Cedric was facing. So the match was actually Cedric Alexander against Drew Gulak. Gulak ended up using the distraction from Noam Dar to pretty much take advantage of the match, and he ended up winning it in the long run. I don't even know what to take with Alicia Fox. I don't even like her being there. I mean, I guess whatever, the crazy attitude works. It doesn't work for me though. I like Noam Dar more in the situation because he's a funny heel instead of what she does. I really don't care too much for what Alicia Fox is doing. But they're giving some time to the Fox. Oh yeah, and she did smack Noam Dar after the whole thing. Noam Dar is like, oh look, you see what I did for you? You're happy now? And she still smacked him anyway. So it just goes to show she's a weirdo. Next match was Mustafa Ali against Tony Nese. Tony Nese, it looks like they're giving him a push. You know, the premier athlete. He's got a title with his name now, so he's pretty much going to get a push. I really don't see too much of whatever. I'm not excited. That's pretty much the only way I could say it. Him and Mustafa Ali faced off. Tony Nese ended up winning. I'm really looking more forward to Tozawa showing up than any of these guys. And the finisher for 205 Live was the I Forfeit match with the extraordinary gentleman Jack Gallagher and Daivari. Daivari pretty much was dominating for most of the match, which was surprising because I'm used to Gallagher's, weird style. People really can't keep up with it. But this time, Daivari was in control of the majority of the match. But in the long run, the extraordinary gentleman ended up with this crazy Cobra clutch type. I don't even know how to explain it, but he used the umbrella to tie his arm up, tie Daivari's arm up behind his back, and then had him in the chokehold at the same time, and pretty much got Daivari to forfeit. So that feud should be over now. And moving on, I would like to see Gallagher go against better competition. Daivari, of course, is going to be a good heel because, those characters or whatever. But I just want to see Gallagher. I see him more in the title contention than just facing anybody's. So I'm looking forward to him getting pushed up. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened in 205 Live. Not much action. Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something. No, I didn't. That was it. Like I said, not too much action. I'm looking forward more to the pay-per-views coming up. These just build more storylines leading toward the pay-per-views. We got the Cruiserweight title match also. Swan and the super heel instead of the superhero. I'm just reading through the notes and it looks like we're done, guys. We shall be back next week with all recast Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205 Live. Salute to the bros, Chuck, Biggs. Appreciate y'all for holding it down while I can't be around. But we here, InternetSmarks. Y'all follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1. Subscribe to that YouTube. We everywhere. InternetSmarks. Salute.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all newsrooms updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.